Welcome to another episode of Stogie from the Road from Texas. Yeehaw! Well, good morning and welcome back to old Stogie from the Road with my trusty co-pilot Bonnie here. Right, Bonnie? Anyway, happy Father's Day! Wow, man, that snuck up on me. I didn't know it was Father's Day until 2 days ago. It was today. And it all worked out holy moly. I'm watching a guy go through a pothole the size of the freaking Grand Canyon right now. I didn't know it was Father's Day until the other day. It just kind of snuck up on me. And then I was looking at my route after I made my drops in Kansas, and I was like, son of a bitch. I'm going to be passing right through old Denton, Texas. And that's where my kids, my two youngest, and my grandson stay with their mother. So, got out the old, I'm sorry, there's a massive pothole that I'll show you guys here in a little bit, right in front of me, and it's so distracting watching trucks come in and going, oh, boom, boom, boom. So, anyway, gave the old ex-wife a ringy-dingy and told her I was going to be in town, and we have got a nice agreement as far as being cordial and whatnot, and very supportive in me seeing the kids when I come into town. So what a happy accident that was. So I got to see my kids yesterday, got to see my grandson yesterday. I don't get to see him that often, so he really doesn't know who I am yet, other than I think the beard scares the shit out of him because he started crying immediately when he saw me. But he got up in the old big rig and made me happy. So let's talk about Father's Day as a trucker, being out on the road and holidays and stuff like that. Guys, it's hard. It's difficult. There's a lot of truckers out there right now that are away from their kids, away from their wife. We don't get the old breakfast in bed and the steak and eggs and all that stuff first thing in the morning. We wake up. Like this morning I woke up watching the sunrise through my windshield. And it's hard. And this is what sets us apart from a lot of people. Like I say all the time, we do what others can't and most people won't. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that aren't willing, and I don't besmirch anybody who can't, but there's a lot of guys out there that aren't willing to make that sacrifice, to be away from family and loved ones during holidays and Christmases and things like that. That's why I make such a big deal about these mom and pop truck stops that kind of feel like home. It's because days like this, days just like this, where you're able to come in off the road and you got a nice old waitress that says, happy Father's Day, man. Let me get you a cup of coffee. That's what I'm talking about. It always kind of leads into that. It's not, it goes deeper than the surface of what I'm talking about with these truck stops. It's the only thing the truckers have out here that give you somewhat of a semblance of home. So these are tough days. So what do you do during a day while you're out on the road and you're away from the people that you love? Well, we're very fortunate. The old timers before us, man, they had a payphone, if they were lucky. And on a day like this, the line's probably a mile long. You know, and be able to call up the wife and kids and say, I love you, I miss you, and I'll be home soon. Now you can FaceTime. Now you can send a video. They can send videos to you. They can send pictures to you. You can talk on the phone without it being so expensive to tie up a payphone. So we're very fortunate, it's today's generation of truckers, to be able to have all this technology that enables us to stay connected. So we have that going for us, but yeah, it's different, it's tough. You try to preoccupy yourself with as much as you can. Facebook is kind of tough because you get on Facebook and you see, regular folks, and they're out on the lake, they're barbecuing, they're spending quality time with family and fathers. Fathers spending time with their fathers, things like that. So it's very tough. And the thing that I do when I'm out on the road and I start missing home really, really badly is I keep my eyes forward. If I'm going through an area where I see a lake on the weekend, or I see houses on the weekend, and you look to the right and you see those people that are out there barbecuing or hanging out in their pool, I really try not to look at it. I keep my eyes forward and keep my head on the head and mind and all that stuff, based upon the task at hand. Try not to go on Facebook and look at all that stuff because it's very, very difficult. And that's kind of the problem that we have in society today, because we're always looking at other people's lives and comparing our lives to them. There's a comedian, Tom Papa, he came out and said, he was like, Facebook, it's pretty much a community to where everybody's posting pictures of the highlights of the good part of their life. I'm at the Eiffel Tower, suck it, guys. And he had a good point. He's like, you want to get back at them? You go to their house and take a picture of them in your house, or in their house. Just peed in your pool. Have a good day. So, but anyway, just kind of keep your mind occupied on the task at hand, whether it's podcasts, whether it's reading a good book, prayer, anything like that. I get out and take old Fancy Klein out here for a walk, which on a hot day in Texas like this, it ain't fun for her. A little bratwurst is about spent after about 5 minutes. She got just enough energy to take a shit, and that's about it. So, but yeah, Father's Day as a trucker, it's a hoot, but it ain't so bad. I talk to everybody all the time, guys. If you have the right mindset of being a trucker, it's a beautiful life, okay? You go out there, you do the work, and it makes home time so much sweeter. So that's about it today. I'm going to do a lot more videos, so it's going to be a lot more, I guess, more proactive when it comes to videos, and I'll post them as topics come up. Send me a Facebook message if you see a topic that you want me to cover vis-a-vis Stogie from the road. I'll give you a shout out. I'll read and try to answer your question the best I can. Veteran truckers, if you guys have something you want me to cover and something you want me to talk about, let me know. I'll do the research and cover it the best way I can, because it's all about getting that information out there so people can understand trucking mo better. It's not just for truckers. These videos aren't just for truckers. These videos are also for regular folk out there on the road, knowing that there are beating hearts and minds behind the wheel of this old big rig. Guys, I love you. I hope you're happy, healthy, loving, and living life. God bless each and every one of you. And old Bonnie and I, we're over here, out cold. Right, Bonnie? Hey. That's that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Old Bonnie and I will see you on the back haul. Giddy up.